Denmark. Their goals predominantly coming from Willemsen Vigo. 15 goals in the competition. The number 4 for Denmark.
Oh, that's amazing. So both defenders have to watch out for them, for the big shooters here in the game. But as important as the shooters are the blockers. And both teams have really heavy, strong guys here to block the incoming attack out, and the referees and the teams are ready to start this great final here on the last day, the last game here in the men's under 21 category, going for gold.
So it's a Polish and a Singaporean referee from the ICF team that we have for this game. Quite difficult actually to ref these two teams because the colours aren't far away from each other. Spain playing in white boats, white BAs, white helmets, and then white with a little bit of red rash vests, and Denmark playing in white boats, red BAs but with white sections on them, white rash vests and a white helmet. So, and they can't really, the buoyancy aids here are reversible, so every team has a change side so that they're easier to pick out. But even just watching the teams come next to each other here, it's going to be a little difficult for us. Here's some testosterone on show at the start. The two teams just taking the opportunity to warm up and almost like some kind of hacker facing off against each other in the middle of the pitch, and now doing some acrobatics in the boat, trying to psych each other out. So a bit of a fun start there whilst we wait for the game to begin. So just a reminder.
But on the other hand, it can be said you don't only win the boat at a game by being better than the other physically, shooting more goals. It's also kind of quite important that you're ready with your head, and also the body language is quite important.
Yeah, so much of the game is mental, and it will be a mental edge for the Danish. They've already beaten this Spanish side. They won 4-2 earlier in the competition, so that's a decent win margin as well against the reigning champions. That probably gave them massive confidence to push forward in the competition. Now they just need to repeat that task here in the final. So who are we going to have sprinting here? It looks like it's going to be Del Campo for Spain. And just trying to pick out, I think, is that
9? It's
going to be Sørensen. Yeah, so Sørensen up against Del Campo. So we're ready to go here. Evan Kong, the ICF referee from Singapore, ready to referee this final. Thank you for joining us from Deqing in China. The 2024 Under-21 men's final is underway. And it's a bit of a deflating start because we have a false start by Del Campo. The adrenaline getting to him. And that means that we are robbed of the charged start, but only by a fault from Spain. And so Denmark will have the ball. So let's see here, Benny, how they set up. They've gone for 2 players on the inside.
Yeah, and Spain is defending with the classical 3-1 defense so far. So they have 3 players on the line.
And it looks like the Danish players are trying to split the zone at the moment. So they've put a man, 2 men on the inside of the 2 zoning players on the outside from Spain, and they're trying to split them apart, or at least they were at the start. Let's see whether they stick with that at the moment.
Yeah, that means they try to put them at the post players. Number 6 here from Spain.
Nice ball inside. First shooting opportunity. Shot comes. First save in the game.
And ball possession for Spain, and their chance to score their early first goal. But the Danes are ready. They almost set up their defense.
So Duran with a first save in the game and fired up. And as a goalkeeper, it's such a confidence builder if you get that first block in the game. Gets you a sighter. The nerves just seem to disappear after that. He will be so happy to have made the first block and given his team possession. But he's off the pitch now. And Spain, through Del Campo at the back, set up. And at the moment, they have Zambrano out on the right-hand side. Aguila looking to shape up through the middle. Over the ball comes to Del Campo. Del Campo has Romero. He shoots himself. Scores! Big celebration from Del Campo. That was unexpected.
Yeah, it was a really fast goal here. It was just a sharp shot, a laser shot right into the net of this Belgium goal. And there was no chance to save that ball. So Spain take the early lead after 1.5 minutes of this man under 21 final here.
So let's see how Denmark looks set to reply. Seligman on the right-hand side at the moment is coming round the back through Willemsen.
And the ball is in the center.
Shot coming, saved out by Jørgensen. Jørgensen's shot saved out, sorry. on the way through.
And the Spanish defense already changed a bit their tactics. So they play now a 2-on-2 defense. That means 2 players are sitting right in front of the goalkeeper, try to clear everything away, and 2 men in front there.
Nice drive down the middle by Seligman, and Spain playing the corner trap there, so just forcing that high ball over the top that you saw by putting a man on the corner and not allowing him to get the easy short pass. Takes a bit of time off the clock as well. Trying to find space inside at the moment. Looking dangerous on the left-hand side of that zone is Jørgensen. He seems to be making pockets of space for runners. Now it looks like, who is it he's fighting with over on that side? Trying to see at the moment.
But a really good work here on the right-hand side from Murillo. He's just keeping all the Danes out.
Yeah, Orche out there as well, matching up the 2 6s. Nice play. This is a good opportunity on the left-hand side. Shot, goal! Immediate response then. The celebration comes afterwards, and it's Pochinski for Denmark with the goal. So Denmark straight back into it then. We're 1-1 in the game, and I thought we will have an end-to-end game here, and we're already 2 goals in the first 3 minutes. Zambrano, ball coming through the middle. Aguilar, the big shooter, shoots, takes a block on the way through.
Okay, and now it's corner for Spain.
Yeah, ball comes from the corner at the moment. It's with Duran. Over the top, the ball comes. Taken in by Romero. Oh, Romero went for the slow ball there.
Yeah, and just hit the board, so ball possession for Denmark. And the chance for Denmark in this fast break.
Jørgensen, will he go for it himself? The goal is open. He ups against it. He's got 2 options. Oh, what a waste that was for Denmark.
A slippery ball here over the water, so ball possession for Spain again. And here's the long ball going up the field to Romero.
Oh, beautiful control of the ball off the boat there. Zambrano, does he have a pass?
And back to Romero, and Romero drifting inside the Danish deep, but he was forced to play the ball back out.
So Denmark doing well there. I think Denmark had an opportunity to get the ball over to Willemsen on the break there on the left-hand side. He really wanted it, but it didn't come. So just the clinical edge lacking there, but we're still at 1-1 in the game. It's with Aguilar. Aguilar tries to pop it on the inside. It's with Romero, the left-hander. Oh, just delayed it too late there, trying to get it across. And now can the Danish create an opportunity? It's with Christensen. Can he keep control of the ball here? It's a foul against him. And now an opportunity if they can get it down the pitch, Spain. No, it fades away. It needed to be an immediate pass there.
And the goal's already defended from the Danish player. And now here we have the captain from Denmark. We have their number 1. We have Christiansen back in goal. And so the Spanish take their time to set their proper offense up.
So they have Del Campo on the left. He gives the ball inside. No shot coming then from Sabredo.
But Sabredo was forced to play that ball back out.
Orche on the right-hand side, back to Aguilar. I think Aguilar will make a run. Denmark currently playing with 2-2. So similarly trying to make as much space on the pitch. That's a nice ball. It's like goal! That's beautifully worked. That was fed in by Del Campo into the arms of Sabredo, and Sabredo with the finish, and that was really nice. That's the difficulty with 2-2, Bene. You leave that opportunity, just the angle on the side, and then if you get it through the player, 1-on-1 for the keeper there. So
yeah, and that was a really nice pass inside. It didn't even left the hand, so it just gave the ball into his hand. And as a defender, you can just go there for the foul. So really hard to defend, but well executed here by the Spanish man on the 21.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Final.
It's very difficult to take the ball out of someone's hands legally. So if you lean in with the ball to give it to your teammate, you stand a good chance of either getting there or buying yourself a foul. So
Spain has the lead now, 2-1 over Denmark, and still 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this amazing first half.
15 seconds on the shot clock then. Ball with Willemsen on the left-hand side. It's back to Dale.
Danish have to...
Dale with a long shot. Oh! Did that take a touch? It did. It's going to go out for a corner.
So it got deflected by a Spanish paddle. Another 60 seconds here for the Danes to attack.
Willemsen then from the corner. We haven't really seen him make a big shot in the game yet. He's their top scorer in the championships at the moment. It's with Dale on the right-hand side. Back into the middle with Sorensen. Back over to Willemsen. Sorensen needs a pass. Oh, he just drops it. Can he regather? He can't. It's going to be
Romero with the ball here. Ball
Spain's
possession
ball.
for Spain.
Oh, paddle foul there. This time against Kulczynski. He's got to be careful. Is there a warning coming? Nothing signaled from the referee, so he's okay at the moment. And Spain regain possession.
But it was quite an important foul here. It gives his team the chance to set up properly. And Christiansen back in goal.
Yeah, so Denmark comfortably set up. They're still sticking with 2-2 despite conceding earlier whilst taking this strategy. And I think this is potentially the first time it really feels like where a team has managed to hold a team out. The 4 goals in the game feeling very end-to-end, but Spain managing to prevent Denmark from scoring there and getting the first opportunity to really go a stage further.
And here we have the ball back inside and another shot. And a hammer on the bar.
Blocked and off the bar at the end then. Spain, will they try and make the most of the 2 minutes we have left here? It's with...
And really amazing play here from Romero. He saw that shot coming, that his teammate drifting in, and he just left the center to back up the field.
So Aguilar has the ball on the left-hand side. 32 seconds on the shot clock. Still time. Spain, what are they trying to do in the zone at the moment? They're trying to trap the top man. Murillo here trying to make Spence Ferreira on the shot. Off the bar. So you see Murillo there. He was just trying to trap the 5 Seligman from Denmark, the top of the 2-2 player, so he couldn't cut across to cut off Murillo. But they need to make more of an opportunity there before the shot, you feel, for Spain.
And that's quite hard, because when the front man is right outside the 6-meter line, then you're a foul. So it's often on the edge of a foul.
Christensen on the ball then. Christensen over the top. Now on the left-hand side of the pitch is Dale. Dale back to the captain.
And we see the same situation here by number 6 from Denmark. Jurgensen, he's trying to block the Spanish player out.
But Del Campo's won it. There was a tiny touch on the ball across there from Orche that put Denmark off, and now the block, and that's a poor block. Pass on the way through, claiming for a penalty here, but they still have the opportunity, Spain. Will the shot come? Oh! Pops it up and over the bar. It's just going to be a corner. It is.
Yeah, there was a Danish paddle involved. But the Danish coach are complaining about, because there was, in his point of view, there was no paddle involved.
So there's going to be just a conversation here between the referees to determine whether this is a corner or a goal throw. You see Spain there, they were calling for a penalty. They thought there was a man through on the net by himself, but I think he was marked.
Yeah, he was marked on one hand side, and there was a second player as well between him and the goal.
But it was a fairly professional foul, I would say, by Christensen there. I think he knew he was fishing with his paddle, so surprised to see Christensen get away with that without a warning, but it has stopped the breakaway opportunity for Spain, so he will be very happy with the outcome. So Spain trying to wrap it around the back, now playing with 4 around the back doors. 20 seconds. Romero, the big left-handed shooter, trying to make space for himself. I think he's going to go for it. Is he going to try the dig? Yes. He does. Blocked. Back to Romero. Over the bar. No, it takes a touch. So we will have a corner. It should be timeout. Is it going to be? No, it's just going to fall from the side. Del Campo from the corner. Inside. Aguilar with a shot. No.
And an easy save here from Christiansen on this last shot from Aguilar.
So that will be half-time. I thought for a second they would put those couple of seconds back on the clock again, but they don't. So half-time here between Spain and Denmark. And Spain lead by 2-1, and the lights just beginning to fade a little bit here. It's making this even more dramatic for the two teams.
And it's really nice for us as spectators, as neutral spectators, that it's a really close game here. And yeah, for Denmark it's a huge game here. It's the first time that they play in such a big game here, while the Spanish team, they have more experience with such big finals. And here we see really nice drone shots here over the field.
So let's talk just a little bit about our sponsors. A big thank you to them, the International Canoe Federation, the Chinese Canoe Association, Huzhou City, Deqing County, the local support there, Yupin Sports, Gurkon Group, and the Tour Sports. Thank you so much for your support of these championships, our main sponsors. And what an event that's being put on here, and the atmosphere here for the final is incredible at the moment. The grandstands either side of us are completely packed. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about these two sides. We know that Spain are the world champions, Bene.
Yeah, but can I first point out as well, all the volunteers here making this world championship happen. A lot of people are around here, local people supporting the organization here, doing excellent work here, and also a lot of teams, team staff from all the nations coming along here, supporting their players, their athletes. Many of them are just volunteers, and a big thank you here.
And of course to the referees as well, we'll add them to that list. Looking at each other a bit begrudgingly, but they do a fantastic job. It's a hard 5-day event for the referees to keep their focus and make such big calls under the scrutiny of all of those volunteers and supporters and players that you mentioned. So a massive thank you to them.
And most of these players invest just their holidays to come here to China.
Yeah.
So
the one thing I wanted to mention is that Spain, obviously the world champions here, this under-21s team, they've been coming for a while. Obviously they won 2 years ago. They only have 10 clubs in Spain as a country. It's wild to me that they're able to perform at this level.
Can you say that again?
They only have 10 clubs as a country, Spain, to draw players from. I just find that unbelievable.
But they choose just from 10 clubs, but there are much more clubs in Spain because they have more than one division in the men's category. But most of these players are playing in the first division in the La Liga, which is quite a good and amazing league.
That's the standard that they get across from La Liga. Denmark, by comparison, 25 clubs apparently across the country. So a really bright future for Denmark, but we're away again. And it looks to be Denmark who have a slight edge on the sprint here. Can he gather the ball? It is. The celebration coming from Denmark then. So they get the opportunity at the start of this second half to try and tie up the game. And Sørensen fastest to the ball there and doing a good job of just retrieving it from under the boat of Spain. So
and it was a really close charge start here. They nearly arrived at the same time, but it was just skillful from the Danish player to pick up the ball.
So out the back at the moment is with Willemsen. Sørensen on the left-hand side. Willemsen looking over to the right at the moment. He has Dale. Willemsen to Dale. Sørensen looking threatening on the left. He starts the run now. He hasn't got any pass inside, so he has to opt it back out to Willemsen. Willemsen's dropped it though. Who's going to regather this? There is a foul,
paddle foul
in there
from Del Campo, so ball possession again for Denmark.
He clearly felt hard done by there, Del Campo.
And Denmark still with 2 players in the Spanish D, try to open it up, try to create a hole in the solid Spanish 2-2 defense here.
So on the right-hand side, making a run. He'll need to regather the ball here, Dale. He tries to bring it over the top, manages to get it back. Dale will surely go out the back. He does.
And a really nice block here from Romero, but the ball ended up in the Danish hands.
Sørensen with a pop inside. Into the middle, shot coming.
And another corner, just a really nice paddle block here by the Spanish defenders, and the ball just dropped on Romero's boat and went out.
And a nice shot by Polchinski. He got his whole body leaning over to one side to try and wrap it around the defender and the goalkeeper, but unable. But that's good from Denmark. They've worked an opportunity on the inside there. Let's see if they can look to do the same again.
Yeah, that gives self-confidence to this young team here from Denmark, to this huge, good team.
Jensen and Polchinski, shots from the outside, this time from Dale, blocked on the way through.
And a really nice opportunity. He was just looking for the pass, facing his teammate, and then just took the shot.
Yeah, and Sabaredo in a permanent fight on that side at the moment with Sørensen, but managing to look up and make the block on the way through. And now it's opening up a little bit on this right-hand side at the moment. Tamburino's come out quite far. They're playing the corner trap. That forces the ball over the top. Tamburino pushes the pressure out on Dale. Dale resets to Sørensen. So let's see what Denmark do here. Back into the fight.
Yeah, and Denmark slightly changed the tactics. They went out with 4 players.
Now they're straight back in now, though. Jensen maybe just taking a break. Do they have that strength in depth, this Danish team? That's nice. Immediate shot, takes a block on the way through. So what you'll often see here in canoe polo is that the big players, the grafters, the two that are trying to make the space on the inside, from like a substitution standpoint, you'll have two more of those waiting off the field, ready to come on with fresh arms. And at the moment, it's Christensen, the big man for Denmark, down the other end, just keeping fresh for the next defensive set. But this has been a long period of attack for Denmark, and I feel like those players on the inside are beginning to tire somewhat.
Yeah, and it's also quite important when you're in attack that you...
Oh, there we go.
And unlucky. Here was a boat foul. So ball possession for Spain, and the chance for Spain to score here the third goal. But the Danes were just ready, and we could see here the Spanish team is not in a hurry. That's also like a sign of how hard this defending time was here. They nearly defended for four minutes.
Yeah, and Spain did take the opportunity for a substitution there, and so did Denmark. They brought off one of those two players, and just as we were having that discussion about them being tired, it is one of those two players who will have given away the foul, so maybe just running out of energy and trying to find an edge illegally. So it's now with Spain, Zambrano to Aguilar. Aguilar looking for Romero on his favoured right-hand side of the pitch, the left-hander. That opens up the goal for him on the right-hand side. Romero's going to get the ball over the top. He thought that was going to take a touch from Denmark. It didn't in the end, but it went past him as a result. That's nicely regathered by Aguilar.
5 seconds left on
over the top.
So they need to shoot.
Shot coming from Zambrano, surely. He plays it inside. Shot, goal! Spain take a 2-goal lead, and it's Moreo with a big shot. I thought Zambrano was going to take that because there were seconds left, and he selflessly gave it on the inside, changed the point of attack, and Moreo scores the goal.
Yeah, and passes like this, just right before the shot clock run out of time, they can bring the victory for a team, because everyone expects the shot, and then often the pass is open. But as a player, it's pretty hard to see that, because you're 100% focused if you have to shoot there.
Spain have regathered this. There was a little bit of a fumble there from Denmark, and Spain have possession once more, and now they're 2 goals up. How will Denmark look to respond? There's only a quarter of the game left. I think this game is far from over, but how soon will Denmark look to push out here? They can't afford to let this Spanish side spend the next minute and a bit sat on the ball here. You get a whole minute for possession. They're down to 35 seconds, Spain at the moment. Spain have changed up their tactics. They're playing 4 out now. They're not committing the extra man on the inside.
Yeah, obviously they just play the ball outside a bit around, and then go like 20 seconds like they do now before the end of the shot clock to put some pressure on the Danish defense, looking for a foul or for a shot that gets deflected.
Romero, 10 seconds. He's coming across the top of the zone. They opt to Zambrano. Zambrano plays it in Romero. Romero with the shot saved. Blocked on the way through. Who's going to gather this? It's back to Spain once more, and we're at 4 minutes. When are the coaches going to make this call for Denmark? The other thing that it does for Spain, changing to have 4 around the back, is one less player not to foul on the inside of that Danish zone.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually quite important for the under-21.
Yeah.
A lot of
There's also one more free pass available if Denmark punch out, so it's smart tactical play by Spain at the moment. It's still with
33 seconds left on the shot clock.
I think if Spain don't score here and they regain possession, we'll see Denmark push out. They need 2 goals to tie up the game, and will be at 3 minutes left in the game at that point. They have to change something, Denmark, to try and push the issue. Nice ball inside. Beautiful ball to Romero. The left-hander shot saved. That's gone for a corner, and they do go. Christensen is coming off the pitch, and on in his place comes Jørgensen, and the Danish are going 5 from the corner here.
So that means that every Danish player tried to mark one of the Spanish players to regain possession, to go for a ball. But here we have a nice passing inside.
Oh, it's gone too high. Can Denmark regather this? They can. Is there a foul? No, isn't it? It's just a backline throw. They're away here. Wielensen looking for the pass. He's under pressure at the moment.
But very well done here from Saborido. He just marked the player, and so the Danes are forced to play the ball back out. And this gives Spain the time to set up the proper defense.
So 2 minutes 40 is enough time for Denmark to get 2 goals here, but they need one within this minute. The shot comes immediately. Can they regather? Really important they regain possession here. They haven't. Spain have the ball, so it remains 5 out from Denmark right now.
But the ball is right in front of the Spanish goal. So if they drop the ball, it's a huge chance here for Denmark.
Oh, and down the pitch comes Romero. He's fresh onto the water. They made a substitution. They can't get the ball to him. It's not Romero, sorry. It's number 1, not 7. So it's Del Campo who was trying to break down the pitch. They bring it up to him as the anchor player now.
But well done here from the Danes. Put so much pressure on the other 4 Spanish players so they couldn't send the ball up the pitch. And they are forced to play the ball back. And here we have a foul called by the referee. It was an obstruction foul.
It's a holding foul, yep. So Spain will have
No,
another.
it was a paddle foul.
Oh, yeah, they've changed the signal there. So Spain will have another 60 seconds, and time now is against Denmark. They need to force a turnover here very, very quickly.
Yeah, and at the moment it looks like the Spanish team here is again 1.5 minutes away from defending their World Championship title here in the men's under 21 category. And there's the long ball.
Can Denmark do anything here to try and force a change in the result? There's 1:14 left on the clock now for them.
And here we have Antonio Romero trying to
kill the game.
But it was just a bit too low. So the ball left the pitch. Ball possession for Denmark and their chance to score their second goal. And just like 55 seconds left on the clock, and Denmark has to score 2 other goals.
So just to clarify, that went under the netting there and into the goal, so it didn't go through the face of the goal, so no goal. Denmark here with 43 seconds. They need a goal right now if they're to make anything. It's with the big man, Wilhelmsen. Wilhelmsen, he's going to shape to shoot. He's surely going to take it. No, he opts inside. Shot surely coming for Denmark. They need this goal. Tries the cheeky backwards arm shot. I think they just needed to give it full power,
and there's
though.
an advantage for Spain. So ball possession for Spain. 25 seconds left in this game. Romero with the ball. Has a little bit of space.
Nicely played. Good experience from Romero just to sit on the ball for a period forward. They're playing it between each other nicely here. It's going to be Spain's World Championship. Back-to-back World Championship victories for Spain. When was the last time that happened? 4, 3, 2, 1. Spain are your 2024 World Championship victors.
But congratulations as well to Denmark. A really great game here. Thank you for entertaining us here. And the biggest victory here also in history for Denmark, winning this silver medal. But at the moment it feels like losing gold. But I'm sure tonight or tomorrow, next week, the boys can be really proud of them.
Yeah, a massive result for Denmark.
And a massive result as well for Spain.
Oh yeah, of course. You were speaking about Denmark, so just following on. But look at them. Spain are ecstatic. The players within this team that won the World Championship 2 years ago, to keep that level of play and to come in with a different set of players here, some new players who are fresh into the tournament, who don't have that experience. They've never played a championships before. And to manage first time with those new players to defend their title, fantastic victory for Spain.
Yeah, it was just an amazing game, a goosebumpy game here, and goosebumpy moment, and pictures here streamed out to the world.
So the Spanish Canoe Polo World, 2 finals here in the under-21s. The women taking a silver medal, but the men regaining their World Championship. And look at these pictures. Isn't this everything that the sport is about? Spain's men's team beginning to get quite old, Benny. I'm not going to lie, not to call them out on the live stream here, but there's only so many years left within that team.
Let's say they have a lot of experience.
Yeah, a lot of experience, but there's some strength in depth now with these players who are coming through in the under-21s.
Yeah, and here on this field there were some players, they easily keep up with the men's players. And yeah, I think we're not lying if we say Spain has a shining future.
Yeah, so
Denmark do too.
Yeah, so for both of these teams, Denmark into the semi-final in the men's competition as well. It's been a fantastic championships for the under-21